Maybe you've been in therapy before. Maybe you've done coaching previously, but you're not necessarily actively in either one. And you still want to keep growing, but you don't really know what that means or what that looks like. Like the house isn't on fire, but you're not thriving either, you know? And you've probably read a lot of the self-help books. You probably know some things. You know the words like trauma, codependency, attachment styles, but like push comes to shove, like you don't really know what they mean specifically or really how to implement them into your life. You know, it's really easy to read something on paper and be like, that's me, or like, yeah, that thing. But to be able to then go, okay, so like, how do I do that? How do I apply that to my life? That's where you're like, I don't know. So if that feels like you, then I want to ask you to apply to be in my 4-month group coaching experience. I'm super pumped about this because it basically is everything that I know distilled down into a 4-month journey with other people in the group to understanding my story, understanding my ways of relating, understanding my attachment style, understanding why and how my story of origin and my trauma story affects my here and now. Because a lot of times people are asking things like, how did this happen? How did I get here? And like, what do I do about it? And this experience is kind of my solution, is a bridge between I don't necessarily need to be in weekly or even bi-weekly therapy one-on-one, but I also don't want to be over here where I'm doing nothing. I just need a little bit of accountability, a little bit of touch points, a little bit of guiding on like understanding and what to read and what to look for and some homework pieces and some processing and internal processing and external processing and those types of pieces. And so this is what this is going to be exactly for. That we are going to meet twice a month for about 90 minutes to 2 hours as a group. You're also going to get access to videos that I'm creating in real time. You're going to give feedback as to like, that's not helpful, Olivia, or this is helpful, or like, this is garbage, focus on this, those types of things. I am deeply discounting it because I need your help and guinea pig. Really. And I think it's going to be pretty special. People who have done intensives with me over the last year have said that they've got more out of the 2.5, 3 days of working with me than about a year's worth of therapy. And that's pretty insane. And it sounds like it's really overwhelming, and it could be, I suppose. But the way in which that we're going to break this down over the course of 4 months is going to move the needle significantly more than if you were to do absolutely nothing. And so again, if you've like been reading the things, you know a general sense of like why, but you don't know the how, this is a really, really cool opportunity then. I'm going to be vetting every single person that comes into the groups to make sure that everyone is a good match for that particular group. So if you're curious, you know, apply. Head to the website, jump on the wait list. Someone from the team will be in touch and get you on my schedule, and we'll meet for about 30 minutes to see if it's a good fit for you, if it feels aligned. But again, this is not meant to be for every single person, but if you have a general understanding of some of the why, you know, why did you get here? How did this happen? Those types of things, but you're having a hard time fleshing it out, putting it into practice and walking through it, come hang out with me. We're going to start in May, and we'll go through the summer. This will be done again, but it'll probably only be about one time a year that I do this, just because it's a lot. So if you want to jump in at probably the cheapest rate that you're ever going to get to work with me for, it's under $200 a month for 4 months. And yeah, I think it's going to significantly move the needle for those who not only want to understand why did this happen, but also how and where do I go from here. So let's get it going, and head on over to the website, click apply, and I'll see you on the inside.